What's about these two games this weekend? Topeka's an old rival. You played Wichita Falls, what, once or twice?
Played them twice so far, and we got them this coming Saturday. And kind of what we've talked about is they're definitely a team that they're going to keep getting better and better. And these are two big points for us, and I think the more we can get wins against these guys, the better it's going to be. I think you're going to see from Thanksgiving probably on, they're going to start to gel more and more, and they're going to get a lot more wins. And then Sunday's going to be a big game, 6 o'clock. The Topeka Roadrunners, and we know enough there about them, they know enough about us, and it should be a fun weekend of hockey for sure.
Can you ask much more of this team right now as far as the top South Division? I know it's early, but can you ask much more of this team out of what they've done so far?
No, we're finding definitely some ways to win hockey games out there. I don't know if we've been playing our best hockey yet. Obviously as a coach we always want more out of them, and today was no different. I thought practice today was just average. We had to wake them up again, and the hardest thing you got to do when you're winning like this is keep everybody at bay, and that's what we want to do, is make sure they understand that it's their hard work that's getting the wins, and we can't take days off. And right now we're going to have a bullseye on our back, and more teams want to come out and beat us.
Tell me about playing Topeka. Obviously that was a rivalry last year. Is it still the same way this year?
Yeah, we've already got them twice in the exhibition, once already this year at home, and it's just going to be a war out there. They're fun games, that's why you play. But we can't look past the Saturday night game before we play them. But it's both games this weekend will be fun. I think we're going to have great crowds, and I know our guys are excited to be home. And I think this is the last couple of games here before we head on the road for the month of November, I believe, here for quite a bit. So it's going to be fun. Our guys are excited, and hopefully come out with 4 points.
Okay. Tell me how bad Lance Larner's game stories are.
Well, it's not so much as game stories. It's what I'm reading in the newspaper about his picks in the high school football games. So,
his or mine?
I'm quite concerned with both Lance and Dave Henry's, of the last two sports reporters I've been dealing with, and they're both in last place right now.
These are our sports experts in Amarillo.
Like, I'm ready to call in and ask for advice here, what's going on, and I can't even call my 2 head sports writers. I don't know what to do. For all this year, Stanford.
They're pretty good. Luck's pretty good.
Pac-10 team? Come on.
Pac-10 and SEC, these are the top 2.
Pac-10 now? Pac-10 is like the MAC.
No. Say that again?
SEC is the #1.
We know that, but the other part about the Pac-10. Say that part again.
Let's get that on video.
With the start you guys are off to, is it hard to pinpoint things that you need to improve on? I mean, with the record you guys have got, is it nitpicking?
No, it's not nitpicking. We've won some hockey games that maybe as a team we didn't deserve to win, and we've had some individual efforts by Greg Reel and Mike Tafe in that to keep us in. And at the end of the day, you need to have a goaltender win you some hockey games throughout the year to really be an upper echelon team. And Dennis is one that's very hard on the details and the structure here. So there's always stuff that we can improve on.
Kind of tell me about the games this weekend. You got Topeka, they're always a rivalry. I kind of asked Dennis the same thing. Is it as much a rivalry as it was last year?
I think it's even more so this year. The guys that have come back from last year's team have made it known to our young guys that Topeka is the team that we want to beat night in and night out, and that's the team that we circle on our schedule throughout the year. And that doesn't take away from the need to win the remaining hockey games on that schedule and be prepared to play the Witchies and the Corpuses and the Odessas. But it's always special. The game always has a little bit more intensity when the Roadrunners are on the other bench.
You guys have mentioned speed before the season started as being a main strength of this team. Is that the one thing you can pinpoint right now, the reason for the quick start?
I think so. I think our forwards up front are very, very quick. I think we have good team speed as a whole, and that's helping us because we're not the biggest team in the world, and there's been situations against every opponent we've had so far where we've been outplayed physically from time to time, and our speed helps us to make up for that.
Well, tell me about Saturday's game. What promotion is there, and then again for Sunday?
Saturday night is United Way night. This has been in the works since the summer. We are getting involved with local United Way campaign, and $3 for every ticket sold goes towards the United Way. So it's a good opportunity for any folks that haven't been to a Bulls game. Now come out and buy a ticket, and $3 of that proceeds will be donated to the United Way. So it's something we're excited about. XL Energy is the title sponsor. As well, we'll be wearing specialty jerseys and auctioning them off following the game. And then Sunday is kids free game. All kids 13 and under will be able to get in with a free ticket and come on out. And it's also a little bit of a Halloween fun game, so we'll be doing some trick-or-treating and some fun stuff around that.
Tell me about Pat Ware and Andrew Mitchell are going to shoot pucks. So what, on Saturday? Is that correct?
Right. Saturday, second intermission, they'll be out there putting the gear on and doing a shooting competition. And as well, we've involved the donating portion. The fans can donate and enter to win and choose whether Pat or Andrew, who they think will score more goals. And we'll draw a winner from the I guess, victorious shooter, and the winner will win a United Way jersey. So it's just another avenue that we can A, get them involved, and B, raise the campaign goal for United Way.
What's the line? Is it Pat or Andrew? What's the line? You got his early favorite?
Yeah. No, they both came out here for a warm-up a week ago, and they're both new to it, but Andrew looked pretty strong in his skates, so that would be my favorite.
Okay. Chris, I appreciate it.
Thanks.